the tour going so far?
It's going very well. Yeah, we were definitely making a lot of new fans on this tour, I think, and the Cavalera crew has been really phenomenal with us. The whole crew, obviously, the band, and Max and Igor have been just phenomenal with us, so it's been a good time, a really good time.
And you must be pretty excited that tomorrow your new album Atonement comes out. Can you tell us a bit about how it was working on this album?
Yeah, we're pretty excited about it. It was cool. I mean, it was a long time coming, and we went through a few things to get it going. But bottom line is, I think in the end we're very happy with it. Production-wise, music-wise, it's definitely become one of the darker ones we've done, and the production I think is one of the best we've had. And yeah, we're pretty psyched about it. We've been playing like half our set each night is all new songs, and some of the kids here, maybe a couple of the tracks were released, some haven't, but it doesn't matter. We're just trying to push the new stuff, and yeah, it's been going over very well. So yeah, we're very psyched and happy it'll finally be out. We've had it with us for the whole tour, luckily thanks to Nuclear Blast, but at least now people can just go get it now and check it out. So,
did you approach the songwriting differently?
Not really. It's always basically the same for me. I come up with riffs on my guitar on a computer, and then I create drum beats for them, and I create full parts that have drums and overlay, sometimes overlay tones and stuff, and try and make the part as complete as I feel it needs to be, and then I move it to the side and I keep working on it and building from there, and then after a long process, eventually end up with enough stuff for a song and another song, and before you know it, 11 songs for a record, so. But it's always interesting because we never really know what the songs fully sound like until they're finished in the studio, because even though I do a pre-production and everything, we don't write the lyrics until we're in the studio, and then with the vocals and everything else, so it all kind of takes shape, and we hear it for the first time kind of when it's all done, so.
Speaking about the lyrics, is there a particular inspiration on this album?
It kind of takes off where we left off on the last record. We look at the world today and all the things going on in it, and yeah, it's pretty much, I think lately on the past few releases to us, we look at the reality and the darker side of reality, and to us that's probably darker than anything you could look at, because everything we're talking about is real and what's happening, So yeah, we took a few different angles on this record, but for the most part, it's all dark. It's about dark reality and what we're living in now.
And you released the lyric video for the song "Fostering the Divide." What made you choose that song?
Well, the first one we did was "Destructive Currents," and that had a lot of everything in it. It was pretty much to the point song, quick. It had a lot of cool parts, and then for this one, we just decided that we wanted one of the different songs, So "Fostering the Divide" is about all the divisive forces in the world and keeping us apart, keeping people at each other's throats to keep our minds away from all the real things that are going on. And the song is very dark in that respect, and it's a very heavy song, which is cool. And Tommy Jones, who did our last two music videos, actually put the video together, the lyric video together, which came out really cool, and he really nailed it. So yeah, it was a pretty good one to release because we wanted to show a couple of different aspects of the record, So.
You are considered death metal pioneers. How was back at that time when you started? How was the metal scene?
Well, it was new. It was up and coming. What we were doing was very much. Not a lot of people were doing it, So it was definitely exciting in that respect, and. It was very different because there was no internet or anything like that. Everything was done by handwritten mail and cassette tapes to fanzines, fans. Just like we had our own bands, people had their own magazines that they made black and white photocopy things. And so it was just that community, and it was like a worldwide thing, and it was very interesting and exciting back then for sure. And now it's interesting and exciting for other reasons, but back then it was just a little different. So for us, it was like, wow, can't believe all these people are into this stuff. Oh, I got a letter from Italy or from Poland, So it was pretty cool.
Were you following the death metal scene in Florida?
Were we following it?
Yeah, were you in touch with those bands?
Oh yeah, well we knew a lot of the bands, Deicide, Cannibal, both those bands are from New York, but they ended up in Florida. Yeah, I mean the Florida scene was always big, and we knew a lot of bands from there, but it was its own scene. We always just did our own thing, and we kind of
separated.
Well, and as far as what we did, we always just kind of went our own direction as far as recording and producing and stuff. But we knew those bands, we knew all those bands.
What do you think of the current metal scene?
Well, it's definitely good. It's always growing. It's always got its ups and downs, and we've been surfing through them all, and but we've always just kept pushing forward. I mean, now, the metal scene was low for a while. Now I think it's on a comeback swing, and I mean, these kind of shows we've been doing. The tour's been doing great, and I think Marduk and Incantation are out, and I heard their show's been doing great. So that's a positive sign, when you have a lot of tours going on at the same time, and they're all doing well. So especially for underground music. So yeah, so far things are looking pretty good.
And a lot of old school bands came back with new albums recently. Did you expect this return of everybody pretty much?
I always expect. They always do that. I don't know. All these bands, they'll go away, they come back, whatever. Yeah. Hey, more power to them. It's not a surprise.
If you could collaborate with any artist or bands, which one would you choose?
I don't know. It's always hard to even. I mean, we have a lot of friends like Marduk and Incantation and guys like that who it would be interesting to do stuff with. It's always interesting. People you've toured with and are friends with to try and create stuff with. It would be nice. Obviously, everybody's got their own schedule, but yeah, it would be fun to do things like that. Something like that with friends of ours would be kind of cool.
So after this tour, what are your plans?
Well, we're going to Europe in April, and then we're working on hopefully something for the U.S. in the summertime, and maybe the end of the year, and then Europe at the end of the year as well.
Okay, then we'll see you around soon.
Oh, we'll be around. Yeah, we're going to try and, we didn't do as much U.S. touring for the last record as we have liked, so I think this one we're going to make up for it. We love the record, and we want to get out there and promote it, so hopefully if all goes well, we'll be out here 3 times this year alone, so my fingers crossed.
Congratulations on the new album, and thank you for the interview.
Thank you very much.